Hey friends, it's 8 here, and I am back with another Hiveswap Friendsim video. Fine-a-fucking-ly, because I'm really behind. And I kind of fixed my mic. Kind of. I'm not entirely sure how this video is going to turn out, but let's hope that it turns out well. Because if not, I don't want to spend another $150 on a new microphone or a new computer, which is not $150. It's more like a lot more expensive than that. um, but yeah, so I forget what we did last time, and I neglected to go check, and I'm probably not going to go check. Because I'm kind of cut for time right now. But hold on, let me move my mic closer to my face so I'm right here. No, I'm kidding. Um, so today we are going to do Galekh Shigisi's Good Route because the only thing I remember, actually no, now it's all coming back to me. I remember Tyrone. I got two bad ends last time, and Galex was really sad, and Tirona I lost to Gora as a friend, which sucks because he made me a vampire. So, enough rambling, and today we are going to be doing Galex's good route, hopefully. Um, oh god, I don't remember if we did his quick bad route or not. I'm gonna have to check, aren't I? Ah, fuck me. Okay, uh, give me a second. So, I don't think I covered his short bad route in the last one. Like I said, I'm cut for time, so I couldn't really watch the entire length of the video. I really just want to get to this one. So I'm gonna put my headphones back on, even though it might mess up how I talk because of the playback. And just be warned that I might stumble a lot today. But yeah, so let's get to Galex's good route and maybe his quick bad route. I don't remember, honestly. I just don't. It's a chilly night, not in a bad way though. It's a kind of crisp air that invigorates you. You think you might just fuck around and make a new friend. You're busy breathing in a big old lung full of stuff when you hear someone call out behind you. Excuse me, alien, I would like a word. Ah, fuck. I need to do his voice. Ugh, and he talks really fast, too. It's phrased like a request, but delivered like a command. You don't recognize this voice, so you do some mental calculations as you turn. Whoever it is seems like they know who you are, which could be good or really, really bad. You could make it to Zebra's Hive in a few blocks if you had to make a run for it. That's not exactly a place you'd like to take sanctuary, though, so you figure the risk of talking to this mystery troll is worth it. By the time you've rotated around to face them, you've got a big friendly grin on. It's a bit of work to keep it there when you see who it is. Tall, sharp suit, well filled out, curly hair, little cute Christmas tree looking horns, and an expression that screams would pay someone else to bisect you if you call anything about him cute. It's a good thing you didn't choose to run because last time you saw this guy, he was sprinting away from your sparkly self at top speeds. You'd have no chance. He strides towards you now with considerably less fear, but about as much purpose. Playing it friendly, you hold out your hand for him to shake. He takes it immediately like it's an instinct. Sigh. Pain. I'm just gonna make sure that you guys can hear what I'm saying. Alright. Okay. Yes, I'm Galekh Shigisi. You are the alien. Nice to meet you, officially, etc., etc. It is imperative that we speak. It is a matter of some importance. I hope you will take my request seriously and follow me to my hive, where we can talk more openly. 1. I live right around the corner. That's the citation 1. Okay. It is in your best interest to comply. And the citation 2 is, this is not a threat, rather it is a genuine expression of critical nature of my request. If it were a threat, you would know. These citations are going to piss me off so bad. I'm so sorry. Wow. Okay then. We got a wordy motherfucker over here, huh? A short, sweet, hey, let's hang out would have worked for your friend thirsty self, but that's fine. You don't have anything else to be doing, so why not follow this pushy high blood back to his house? Wonderful. This way. He stays true to his word and doesn't say anything else as he leads you towards his hive, but you watch the way he clenches his teeth and flicks his eyes back to you as he walks. He's just, like, bubbling over. He needs to speak. He's about to explode, holding it all in. You walk a little slower just to bask in the need emanating off of him. Still dizzy with the feeling of having your presence wanted so badly, you trip a bit, heading up a wide flight of stairs. And there are a lot of them. Jesus, he could have warned you at least. You look up as you pull yourself to your feet. The stairs lead up to an old stone building covered with ivy that creeps around some pointy-topped windows and up to the tops of turrets. It looks like the kind of place a crusty old professor might walk out of, followed by a flock of khaki-clad rich boys. The door opens with a creak. You do not hear anyone debating the difference between a movie and a film in there, but you do hear bleeding? Sounds reasonable. Once inside, Galekh beckons you through the foyer and into another room. This time, unlatching what looks like a very tall metal baby gate to let you both in. He checks the latch twice after he shuts it and then gestures to a pair of studded high-backed chairs on either side of the fire. Please, take a seat. I will make us some coffee. You will not have had any coffee like this before, as the taste is drastically different from the slop you get at a public coffee shop. It is possible your palate is not experienced enough to tell the difference, but I can walk you through the simpler points. You do take that seat, and you look around a while. You look around while he fucks with an antique espresso machine. He has a desk covered in papers, open books, and a typewriter. Along the walls are bookshelves leading up to the vaulted ceiling. Everything has an air of purposeful messiness to it, like he pulled some of his cooler titles to leave laying around just for you to see. How flattering! You mentioned that this must be one of those personal jerk-off book hives Tysius was talking about. Excuse me? Oh, fuck. Oh, never mind. You clear your throat and ask him what he wanted to talk about. He hands you a cup and sits down on the other chair. Oh, God. I'm just gonna pull up the citations. Citations within citations. Okay, here we go. Of course. I just wanted to clear up a misunderstanding between us. Specifically, you misunderstanding me. You may have been under the false impression that I am uninformed. The attributes of rainbow drinkers. You may even think that you successfully fooled me into thinking you were one yourself when we first met. I had not previously encountered one in real life, nor have I ever seen an alien for that matter. I've spent considerable time in the interim researching you, of course, which is why I was able to track you down so easily. Furthermore, when I saw you before, you were in the company of Tagora Gorjek, rainbow fucker extraordinaire. He wishes. I was making the most reasonable assumption possible given the information I had available. It makes complete sense if you think about it. He looks at you expectantly. Oh, uh, you guess it's your turn to say something. Fuck. I don't remember. um, well, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and before I get back to the questions, I should. So I just watched like the video, like wicked sped up. So if you haven't done that with any of my Hiveswap videos, go to my Hiveswap playlist and set the video speed to 2x because that's gonna be fucking awesome. Alright, so in the last video I did with him, we went with LMAO, I don't give a shit, my dude. So today we are going to go with, is that all? Man, what the fuck is this guy talking about? You thought whatever he wanted was gonna be a way bigger deal. You want to get this straight, you say. He dragged you all the way here, under a thick veil of secrecy, just so he could tell you that he knows what he's talking about? That he actually that he was actually right and not wrong? Smart and not dumb? Specifically about rainbow drinkers? Oh my baby. Yes, technically not only specifically about that topic, but that was the pertinent piece of information in this conversational context. Is this confusing you? I cannot have people thinking incorrect things about me. Cool. No, you were just checking. You tap your fingers on the leather arm of the chair. Is that all he wanted from you? Oh, yes, I suppose. As long as we are in agreement and you do not intend to spread any misinformation. You promise. That is great news. There is a long pause. He looks disappointed somehow. You're not sure if this is what he was expecting, but it sure as hell is what is transpiring. I will show you out. Ah, sweet. Okay, so that was the short end. Aw, man. Alright, well, I'm lucky that I saved it previously. So we're just gonna go to load game. Do. Bop. Alright, so now we say LMAO, I don't give a shit. I do not give a flying fuck. I'm moving my mic closer to my mouth again because it moved. I need to like get a new arm for it and everything, so I mean I might as well just get a new one, but I really don't want to. You laugh and then realize he's 100% serious. He really cares that much about what you think of him. It reminds you a bit of a few months ago, or, a few days ago. Still, you know what it's like. You try to tread the line between humoring him and easing him out of having to care that fucking much. You tell him you'd like him even if he was a complete rube, a total rainbow drinking lore idiot if his incompetence knew no bounds. I get it. Oh, heck. If the barely contained panic in his eyes was any indication, he isn't at all placated by that. You cut a... placated? I don't know. You cut off that line of friend finagling... What? You cut off that line of friend finagling and try something you hope is a little more his speed. It must be cool cool to have a primary source sitting in his own jerk-off book hive, though, right? He exhales, gathering himself a little. I'm not sure why you keep calling it that. Stop immediately. But I do admit I am interested in the choice and the chance to learn more about you. His fingers twitch. You hope he doesn't mean in the, like, creepy dissection kind of way. You are free to leave, right? You glance anxiously at the locked baby gate. What? Of course. What? Of course you can leave. Just because I am a high blood does not mean I am a fucking sadist. You should know that by now, that the predilection is not bound to one caste. You have more important things. I have more important things to be doing, usually. My interest in you is purely academic and friendly. I know you are amenable to that kind of thing. Furthermore, the gate is not for you. Do not worry about it. If all goes well this evening, we will not have to make use of it. You do definitely worry about it, but not in a present, actionable way. Just a sorta under-the-surface self-preservation way. You've worried about, everything that's tried to end your run here on Alternia so far. Plus, he's offered you friendship. You'll reach your heart into that monkey trap any day. Hell yeah, then. You throw your arms out, toss your head, and tell him you're all ready to be studied and subsequently friended. Galekh doesn't pounce right on that, though. Mostly, he looks uncomfortable, which doesn't stop him from talking. I do have considerable interest in understanding the pathos of the alien. What I really want to know is what makes you so magnetic. All observable criteria points to you not being much to look at, but there seems to be something about you that draws people in. I apologize if you're offended. That isn't even on the top 10 list of insults you've heard since landing, so you brush it off just fine. Plus, you have it on good authority that your legs are nice. You flex those bad girls in order to give yourself a little self-esteem boost. Okay. I was wondering if you had any emissarial status, but the more I learn about you, the more difficult it becomes to make any sense of your plans. Accounts of your activities contradict each other at almost every turn. You are either the most suave and well-connected plenipotentiary I have ever heard of, or you are running around with no clue what you're doing and somehow it works out for you anyway. I'm strongly leaning towards the latter, especially after this meeting. For example, what the fuck are you doing with your legs right now? Is that supposed to be impressive to me? You mean, it's worked before? A low, frustrated clicking rumbles in his throat. He puts his coffee aside and crosses his legs. This is the sort of thing I am talking about. I know all about your antics, leg-based and otherwise. I just cannot work out what the draw is. Again, no offense is intended, and if you feel that way, that is on you. I am just trying to understand. Why do people like this? Me too, buddy. He seems pretty fixated on this. You wonder if perhaps he has some hidden reason for wanting to know why other trolls might be into your freaky little self. Some sort of personal interest in another troll's friendship decisions and inclinations and interests. Just maybe. You wait for him to blush, but he doesn't. He does start talking very quickly, though. First of all, I do not know what you mean by that. I do not base my self-worth on anything so external. Hypothetically, if I were to happen to invest in what someone else thought of me, I would not tell you about it. Oh, fuck. I would not tell you about it. You would probably just tell him anyway. By him, I mean any hypothetical mutual acquaintance. Furthermore, just because I am not a freak does not mean I do not have desirable traits. You think he'd probably keep going on forever now that he's started letting it all out, but there's a sound behind you that shuts him the fuck up. You both turn and see his Lucis, a big scruffy goat, gently headbutting the baby gate. It looks extremely friendable. Last time we did feed the beast, and honestly, the beast is fucking adorable. But, we're gonna have to stay on topic. I'm sorry, buddy. Please ignore him. He will wander away in a minute. He just wants to get in here and cause problems. You think hard to yourself about this. You really want to go pet the big goat dad, but you want to dish out this guy's love life even more. Oh. Is that where we're going? Because I did not get that from... Okay. You heard some more about this situation from the other side, of course, but you really shouldn't let Galekh know that... What? Know what Tagora tells you about their tentative and awkward pitch-ish flirtation. Unless, you know, it helps you get more friends. No! You slap yourself on the cheek to snap yourself out of it. No secret spilling! Galekh leans away from you against the back of his chair. Fuck. You are really not doing anything to change my impression of you. You have an idea, so you cut him off before he can monologue you to death. You tell him that it sounds to you like what's really bothering him, a regular, non-freaky guy, is that he's jealous of your free-spirited friendability. He wants what you've got. Oof. He glares at you, his breathing quickening. Oh yeah, hit a nerve. I do not want anything of yours. What is it you mean by that, though? What is it exactly you've got? He's not... Never mind. Redact that. I reiterate my previous non-covious stance. Interrupting him has worked pretty well so far, so you try it again. Let's cut the shit, you say. There's no reason for him to hide anything from you. First of all, you've already promised to him, like, no matter what. You've already promised to like him, like, no matter what. Secondly, you know what it's like to want to impress someone. And finally, you know all about how to be a huge motherfucking weirdo. So, why doesn't he let you show him how to walk on the wild side? Why doesn't he let you show him how to walk on the wild side? He can take a few pointers from Alternia's biggest freak. You can see the ensuing makeover montage already, and you start bouncing a little bit in your seat. I have zero interest in... Okay, that won't do it. You try one more tactic, telling him you guess he just doesn't mind not giving a shit about how to be a freak. Oh, Galekh, they say, smart at how to be boring and a real big dumbass about weird stuff. Ah, I see what you are doing. Unfortunately for me, it will absolutely work. It stands to reason that allowing you to broaden my horizons with your alien ways will only serve to increase my cultural competence. Great! So, what'll it be? Shopping in the new, more casual suit, or something wilder? Spicy undergarments? Dyeing your hair? Other weirder body mods? Galekh's eyebrows shoot up. That last one sounds interesting. Wow, he is really ready to go whole ass, huh? You weren't expecting that from this guy, but you guess maybe he was waiting for an excuse to try something. Or that he really can't deal with not being Alternia's biggest obnoxious know-it-all. Go big or get cold, as they say. Damn, that is probably what they say. Anyway, you can't wait to get this show on the road. You tell him that you even know a guy that can probably help him out. Oh, I know a guy too! Ah! Hey boy! Will he be... Whoa, that's Galekh. Alright. Will he be discreet? I'm willing to leap into this, but I do need to protect my privacy, of course. Oh, for sure. You mean, like, probably. He furrows his eyebrows, either at your continued interruption or your hesitance. So you waste no more time and whip out your palm husk. You pull up a secret gripe profile you got Malik to make so you could keep in touch, and call him up. Ah, my boy, look at him! His name is Snake Bites! I love... This is gonna happen every time he comes on screen. I'm going to flip my shit. Because look at him. What's up, Robo-Buddy? You get right to it and tell him that you made a new friend who's looking to get a whole new... What? A new hole put in him. Behind you, you... Okay, MC can be an asshole, but they also have some fucking great lines. You hear Galekh choke on his coffee behind you. Artistically, an aesthetic hole. God. The funnier part is, like, that's something I would say too. Look at his happy, smiling face. Artistically, an aesthetic whole. Galekh shrugs weakly, his eyes still wide. Or something similar. Hell yeah. Anything for you, bud. Malik's eyes dart from your face to the room behind you. You're not sure how much he can see through the screen, though. My gear is easy to pack, so I'll be over soon. I'll bring options. You start to give him directions, but he stops you. Don't worry, I know exactly where you are. Your palm husk is low-jacked. Figured you'd be cool with that. See you soon. Malik hangs up and you grin at Galekh to reassure him. This sure seems like a manageable situation. He offers you more coffee, which you take because you are a polite guest. Galekh starts ideating in small leather bound in a holy Jesus, okay. And a small leather-bound notebook, so you mostly watch, listening to him explain the brainstorming process, taking snips, and wish the goat would come back. Eventually, you hear soft footsteps approaching. Oh, my boy. Galekh jumps when Malik opens the baby gate. How did you get in the front door? I hacked it. Galekh's mouth opens and shuts a few times. His eyes dart between you and Malik's matching hoodies. Yes! My boy! Look at him! Just kidding. Your operation is pretty low-tech for an Indigo, unfortunately. Your Lucis let me in. Anyway... Anyway, I'm Malik. And from behind him, a proud bleeding. Hell yes! Galekh looks around and wrings his hands. There's a lot going on all of a sudden. He points to you. You, alien, hold on to my Lucis. He can't be unsupervised in here, or he will eat everything. And as for you, Malik, hello, my name is Galekh Shigisi. Welcome to my hive. Things are not typically so hectic here. I apologize. What? That isn't? That's isn't what? What? I'm trying so hard to figure out what that says. That problem? I don't know. Okay. Well, I'll just skip it. I hear you want to get freaky. Galekh tugs the bottom of his suit jacket, straightening it reflexively. Poor dude. You want to tell him you're proud of him for going so far out of his depth, but he seems to be holding his own here. Plus, the goat really wants to make a snack out of some old paperbacks. You take your job seriously and hold tight to his neck. Yes, that is correct. I hear you have the tools to help me achieve this. I am open to a wide range of modifications. I will need to be able to hide it easily under clothing, however. My notebook has some sketches. Look only at the first 6 pages. Flip to an unauthorized section and you will lose privileges of using your eyes ever again. You want to dutifully look and not touch too, but wrangling a big goat is a full-time job. Malik holds up the notebook for you both to see. Wow, Galekh's not a bad artist, actually. Still, you have to kind of turn your head and squint to make out what is going on in a couple of the sketches. You guess there are still a few surprises left for you in the brave new world of troll anatomy, huh? Oh, God! Oh my God. Please don't tell me what I think he drew. Oh, please. Please, God, no. You point to a sketch you like best with one hand as you scramble to keep hold of a fistful of wriggly lucifer in the other. Yeah, I can work with that. Hell yeah. Button up and get some layers off. Galekh flicks his eyes to you and you give him a big supportive thumbs up. You look politely away and he starts taking off his jacket. Instead, you focus on your job and, oh, you have some pocket snacks. You pull out some mostly not bruised fruit and offer it to Galekh's Lucis. He chomps it up readily and calms down a bit. Geez, can't Galekh afford food for this guy? He eats plenty. He's only being dramatic. Nope. We're gonna see another shirtless troll. Galekh doesn't take off his undershirt, but he does roll up the bottom of it before leaning his forearms against the back of one of the chairs, exposing a broad palette of his hips and back. Okay. That design does capture an ineffable facet of my core self. Get going on it. Before I change my mind. Okay, so he's getting a tattoo. I assume you do not need to spell out any potential consequences if you stray. I do not need to. Okay, if you stray from the artistic vision, correct? Malik rolls his eyes and pulls out a tattoo gun. Okay, I thought he was getting piercings, and I was like, what? Malik rolls his eyes and pulls out a tattoo gun. It looks mostly how they do on Earth, but with a strip of greenish, almost biological light. Don't worry, your blood color is crystal clear. Galekh winces at the first press of the gun to his skin. Or maybe it's lasers? There's a glow happening back there. With the Lucis sated, you're free to see what's going on. So you climb into the chair Galekh's leaning against the back of and peek over to watch. So what's the deal with this anyway? Tattoos don't seem much like your vibe. There's no specific reason. I am simply fleshing out my worldly experiences. Intense physical pain, for one, though I am able to bear it. attaining visceral knowledge of a new kind. Okay. He's checking off something on his bucket list, you helpfully add. Galekh flushes a bright blue and jerks backward, screeching like you haven't heard since you first met and traumatized him. Oh boy, you have no idea how, but that was apparently extremely the wrong thing to say. Watch it. You're gonna make me fuck up your ineffable vision. No need to flip your think, man. Gotta do what it takes to find a bucket buddy. I've been there. Oh my god! I just got it. It's bucket list. Galekh stares decidedly into the middle distance as he breathes in and out and repositions himself against the chair. That is extremely not what this is about. I am perfectly capable of filling my propagational duties. Thank you very much for your vote of confidence. This is not a thing I have to do. It was a thing I want to do. There's a significant semantic difference here. If it happens to spark concupiscent interest, so be it. Or deeper conversational interest. Yeah, whatever. I don't judge. You only have the barest grasp on what they're discussing here, but things are starting to click into place. Fuck. You don't want to embarrass your potential new friend by calling him out on his crush even further, or by implying that he can't find anyone to fill a quadrant with. You tell Galekh that Galekh is making his decisions based on his personal, emotional, self-educating journey, and that is all. Yes, that is the heart of it, exactly. Thank you. Oh, he's smiling, look at him. Galekh smiles at you, and it's crooked and stiff on his face, like he hadn't expected to put it there. You smile back and place your hand on top of his, white-knuckled against the back of the chair. He winces in pain only once more before Galekh steps back, tilting his head to admire his handiwork. That'll do it. Galekh rolls his shoulders and twists his body around to check his new ink. Satisfied, he turns to extend his hand to Galekh. Thank you for your time on such short notice. Would you like to stay too? Galekh shakes his hand, but cuts him off there. Nah, thanks. I'm not much of the after party. See you around, Robobud. Nice to tat you, button up. He tosses the gear back in his bag and nods at you both. On his way out, he pats the goat's head, now placid. Oh, one new friend is enough for today, I suppose. Thank you for encouraging me to try something new. It is quite a rush, isn't it? I still do not completely understand you, but your penchant for flinging yourself wholeheartedly into precarious situations is fascinating. That is what you do both. What? Nope, that's me. Sorry. That is what you do best. You grin uncontrollably at the compliment. I might try employing that tactic a bit more in my daily life, if it will lead to newer, deeper grasps of the troll condition. As such, I have 2 confessions for you. He takes a deep breath and gets the rest of it all out in one go. 1. I knew only an elementary amount of information about rainbow drinkers before I met you. And 2, the reason for my frond-hinged jerk reaction that time was because of my gorget-shaped blind spot. It's feelings-based. Oh. You graciously do not let on that those are 2 of the most obvious pieces of information you've ever encountered. Galekh clears his throat and thrusts his palm husk towards you. Now that we have taken care of that, take a photo. I can't reach. Observe me admitting these inadequacies with ease. He turns around and you lovingly set up the shot. on his hip bone is a modest rendition of his sign, in indigo, of course. In indigo, of course. It's framed by two sprigs of pine. Crossed under it is a V. The look of the look on what? The look on his face is as he turns back over his shoulder for the camera is almost self-satisfied. Is the most self-satisfied thing you've ever seen. Oh, that was rough. When you hand Galekh his palm husk back, he fucks with it for a minute and then it starts buzzing with a notification after notification. He looks up at you, a smile creeping into the corner of his mouth. He bites it back like he's not sure what to do with an undefinable happiness he's experiencing. He hates it. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, yes, that makes me happy that we did our boy good. Alright, so that was our last video for Galekh's route. I really hope the audio is a lot better here than it was in the last two videos, because if not, I'm going to commit murder. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed playing the game. If you would like to experience it all for yourself, there will be a link in the description where you can go download the game. It is only 99 cents on Steam, and it is worth it. Honestly, it's a good game. But if you do not want to pay for the game, that is completely fine. You can show your support by clicking on the playlist at the end of the video here, and you will be able to watch all of my Hiveswap Friendsim videos. For a while, I called it Friendism as an inside joke, but now I dropped that, and it kind of stuck, honestly, and now I just keep messing up. So now the joke's on me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.